All right, today we're going to be looking at a laser scanner from ReeR. This is one model. There are 3 others depending on what you want for outputs and whether or not you want to connect multiples of these together. Daisy chain to protect the same robot or the same area. Today we have one. We have it connected to our Doosan cobot. Let's go ahead and get connected. All right, so we have a couple of ways to connect to this unit. We can connect over USB, which is the easiest because you just plug it in and you're good to go. Or we can connect over Ethernet if you had multiples of these out in the field or you already had these deployed and talking over Ethernet to something else. You could go ahead and connect over Ethernet. We're going to connect over serial for now, so let's get that going. Now when we're connected, you're going to get a live view. The blue is what the safety scanner is seeing. The orange in this case is a protection zone that I've set up, and the red is our safety zone. So if I move around here, you can see that that's me making that white space in the blue, and I've now walked into the protection zone. The lights turn yellow. If I back out of the zone, you'll see that it turns green again. That's just letting me know that I'm starting to get close to the robot. If I walk a little bit more forward and get into the red zone, you'll see that the robot now changes its speed. I have it set to knock the speed down, but it is also possible to stop the robot entirely. And then when you back out of the zone, have the robot continue on or speed up like it does. Now we're going to go configure this just a little bit just so you can see how easy this actually is. So if I come out of monitor mode into configuration mode, the password out of the box is 123456778. That's going to get us into the unit, and it's going to put the robot into slow mode because now the actual safety scanner isn't operating, and the safest thing it can do is turn off its outputs. So in the general, this is where we can set IP addresses, things like that. Function-wise, we're going to do the most basic. We're going to do protection 1 plus 2 warning zones. We can change sort of the width for the beam. That gives us either more or less distance and also more or less accuracy. And there are other things that we can do in here like interlocks, muting, encoder inputs if you needed to do some sort of speed input. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and set up the areas. So if we zoom in here, all of our tools are on the right. All of our safety zone and information is on the left, so I'm connected on protection zone 1. I can go ahead and just drag these around and expand where the safety zone is or isn't. Can also go ahead and remove stuff. So if we click the X, we can go ahead and actually remove some of these things as we go, but we want to add. So we can dynamically change this zone to be anything. So if you had a weird nook or a weird cranny, or this was somewhere where someone could actually walk and get hurt, we could set up and watch this zone as well. If we go down here to warning 1, this is the orange box, and we could say, you know, maybe if you're way over here or way down here, also trigger the protection zone, or I guess the warning zone you call it. Once we're done setting all these up, I'm only going to set up protection 1 and warning 1. It is possible to have a second warning zone if you wanted one that was, say, out here, and then a second one that was more in here to say, hey, now you're getting real close to my robot. That's possible. But out of that, all you're going to do is, now that we've got this set up, as you can see, we've got another body walking through the zone here. If we hit confirm, it's going to bring you through this menu to say, okay, make sure that everything that you have set here is actually the way you want it. So is your IP address right? Yes. Do we have all the proper functions enabled or disabled? And then what are our areas and what do they look like? Once you do that, you can hit the confirm, which is transmit to sensor, and then yes. So what this is going to do is this is going to send the new configuration to the sensor, and then go ahead and reboot with the new configuration, and then bring you back into monitoring mode. So let's see here, we're just about finishing the sensor, And now we're going to go ahead and just reconnect. So we'll reconnect to the sensor. And now we have our updated safety zones and our updated protection zones. So as I walk around, you can see that the zones have changed, and now I get the orange. And if I walk forward, we're going to get into the red safety zone and slow the robot down. So very nice little unit, very easy to set up. If you have things where light curtains aren't necessarily going to work, or you need light curtains in the vertical as well as the horizontal to prevent people from getting in, these laser scanners can be a real nice addition to the shop floor to protect machines and equipment.